Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I am recording a response to Blossombc's tag, What is your philosophy? And when I was watching other people's video responses to that, they were talking about their life philosophies and their weight loss philosophies. So I guess my weight loss philosophies are I didn't gain it quickly, I'm not going to lose it quickly. That's my number one philosophy, I guess. And I have to repeat it to myself all the time, because I do get frustrated. And another one of my philosophies is that the only real failure is giving up, and so I'm not going to fail because I'm going to keep going. I may be whine, snivel, and complain. But I am not going to give up. I do get dejected. I was very upset on Friday. And it's so frustrating when you've put in this effort, when you've done the exercise, when you have eaten correctly, and you don't see that reflected on the scale. And the scale is not really the only indicator of how you're progressing. Measurements are a good indicator, which is why I started putting those up. And it doesn't reflect the food you're eating necessarily or the health benefits you're getting from the food you're eating. And it also doesn't reflect the internal work you're doing, the work that I'm doing personally on myself and reading and soul searching, I guess, and those types of things. So I'm not going to just base it solely on the scale anymore, although I do want to see that bloody number go down. And I'm always forever going to want to see that number go down. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But that's that. As for life philosophies, I grew up Catholic, with an uber Catholic mother, so, the Ten Commandments have been kind of ingrained in me, and the whole do unto others as you would have done unto you philosophy. So most of my life, I guess, is spent with that in mind, and I try to really very much be considerate of people. And as a supervisor, the one thing I have learned is that you can make or break somebody's day based on what you say, so you have to be really careful with what you say, and that's, I guess, why I struggled with my little getting angry with the guy at the grocery store, because I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on in this guy's day, and maybe I just ruined his whole night, and then he made somebody else mad, and they made somebody else mad, and onwards and onwards and onwards. I remember my mother saying to me when I was growing up, if you say something horrible, it's like standing at the top of a mountain with a feather pillow and letting all the feathers go, and then you'd have to go and pick them all up, and how impossible that would be, because that triggers somebody else having a bad day and somebody else having a bad day, and so on and so forth. So those are kind of my weight loss and my life philosophies. And I just watched last night Forks Over Knives, so I wanted to have a mention about that. Basically, it's a documentary, and it's showing that there's a direct link between cancer and heart disease and meat and dairy products. And wow, is what I have to say. Wow. I was, and I am rarely speechless, so I watched the movie like this. That's how I watched it. And there was a few expletives that were thrown in, and a lot of oh my gods watching it. So I have a freezer full of food, and my calorie count group knows that I've decided that I'm going to work my way through it. And my thing was I was going to work my way through it and start buying organic meat. And now I'm thinking that I may not do that. I may actually cut out meat completely, or go to what they said in this video, which was like a 5% meat phenomena. I was talking to my friend today who has fibroids, and it has celiac disease, or had fibroids, and she changed her diet basically to whole foods, and shrunk her fibroids significantly, and is substantially healthier. She doesn't even have allergies anymore, and it goes on and on and on. So I phoned her today after watching this video, and because she has tried and true kind of recipes, so I wanted to go with that, and I ordered the Forks Over Knives book and another vegetarian cookbook to get some ideas, because to be honest with you, I'm not really, I don't know how to cook vegetarian because I've never been vegetarian. I'm a big carnivore. Basically, I eat a lot of chicken and fish. Well, fish I hate, but I forced myself to eat it because the doctor said it's good for me. Who now I have big questions for. But anyways, I've got to, she said it's going to be really hard to start weaning it. We were both, she was actually my steak eating buddy, so it's interesting, but I'm going to try that and go that route, and I'm a little excited about it because it's something new, and I'm curious to see what effect it will have on me. So that's it for my Sunday. I'm actually making a beef vegetable barley soup right now in the crock pot without the beef because I saw this last night and decided against it. So there will be a video up. What I did do was I had simmered the beef bones from a roast Friday night until actually this morning, and so I'm using that beef bone stock, so I'm still calling it beef vegetable barley soup, but the beef is now no longer in it. So it's going to be really a beef stock with vegetables and barley soup. That's going to be my lunches for the week, and I'm going to give some away to my friend who I can't put the barley in for, so we'll take some of that out before I put the barley in because, like I said, she's got that gluten thing. So that's about it. So I hope you're having a great Sunday. My recipe will be up when it's done, but it's in the crock pot right now. And that's it. Bye for now.